I have craptastic chest genetics, and I have done all sorts of things to try to get it to grow, and I'm still experimenting. I'm Eric the Redbeard, and I have something that's helping. I think it'll help you too, and it's this little guy. It's called a half pad. They are inexpensive and are invaluable for working your chest. I have pectus excavatum on my right pec, and so it's hard to fill in the sunken part, and after years of stagnation and frustration, I'd either get experimental or go back to basics. So I went back to the GOAT himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold is ass. Mike Mensa is so much better. Please die of ass cancer already. You know, everyone hates on Arnold, but he's inspired anyone who's ever picked up a dumbbell, and is also the sole reason bodybuilding and fitness culture is popular in America due to pumping iron. Before him, physical culture outside of sports was seen as only a thing for gay men. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I always admired how deep he could get his dumbbell flies and tried numerous times, but I could never get that deep stretch like him. The sole reason being, I'm not broad-shouldered enough, being a small guy. So what happens is, no matter how low I try to go, my shoulders get caught on the bench, not allowing me to go deep enough. Sure, I could force that stretch, but it always put undue stress on my shoulder and just took me out of the lift mentally. But then I came across Eric Janicki, and he would talk about mechanical tension and how important a full range of motion is, with an emphasis on the deep stretch when working chest. And just like that, the light bulb went off. After so much wasted time of trying to force growth through heavier weight, I needed to follow Lee Haney's advice of stimulate, don't annihilate. Focus on growth through mechanical tension. Same point Eric Janicki was making. Lee Haney, give me Dorian Yates. Shut your ass. Back to point. Accumulating all that wisdom, I got a half pad and started doing dumbbell flies with more frequency and holding at the bottom. Let me demonstrate for you, all right? So I'm gonna put this on the bench, grab my dumbbells, and you're gonna want this kind of more higher up between your shoulder blades, all right? You kind of see how it pushes my chest up, it opens it up more, all right? Here we go. So, got these up here. Feet on the bench, feet on the ground, do whatever helps you from a balance standpoint. Ooh, gosh, that just opens me up way, way more and gives me a great stretch. Right there. And I just hold it there at the bottom, get a good stretch. Okay. Oh, gosh, I really feel that. It feels great. Now I would avoid doing this. Okay, if you try to rep this out, you're gonna get out of your rhythm and you might hurt your shoulder, okay? So just nice pause rep at the bottom, and then up, all right? And just like that, I started seeing more development in my chest. Now, this hasn't inflated my chest like how I want, but it's getting me where I want to go with my chest development. Now, I wouldn't recommend using a full foam roller as you'll be fighting for balance the whole time, making things harder than they need to be. Now, if you can't afford a half pad, you can DIY one like I did for material I had around the house, or you can use foam tiles if you have them. Might need to cut them down, but it can be easily done with a razor knife, so no sweat. Always remember, muscle growth occurs through mechanical tension such as deep stretch of the muscle or progressive overload, which is a fancy term for adding more weight to a lift. If you're like how I was and focusing on progressive overload and getting nowhere, try focusing on mechanical tension, especially with your chest workouts. So go get yourself a half pad or make yourself one and stimulate your chest. We'll see you next time. Please subscribe for more wisdom so you don't have to piss away years like I did.